Okay, anyways, so I don't know how to get this thing to focus, so I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more. But the price is $64.95 for the medium size. The large, I want to say they're $79.95 for the large, and then $39.95 for the small size. So let me see if I can get this one-handed. Okay, and I'll just set the box up. So this is what it looks like, all wrapped in the box. I'm just gonna kind of over. It comes tissue wrapped like so. And this teal is what they call textured. This is one of their textured planners. So let me see if I can just slide. Let me just set this down. Alright. Sorry guys. This first video is going to be kind of wonky. But anyway, so this is their teal. Beautiful color. I love it. Very, very pretty. I even think that this is perfect for the fall time. I really feel like this is beautiful. Let me see if I can get the texture there for you guys. Kind of see how it's like cross-hatched leather. That's basically what their textured is. If you've ever had a Filofax Saffiano, I know those are not, real leather, but the texture is the same. And if you're familiar with Kate Spade, theirs, I believe, is the Newberry Lane collection, is the cross-hatched. So if you're familiar with either one of those and not Kikki, the texture is going to be similar to that. So right here, it comes with like a little information, little flap here, and it just tells you what the features are, what the inserts include, because their planners do come with inserts. And you can also buy the refills on kikki.com. So basically it just says the features are refillable pages, divider tabs, yearly view, monthly view, weekly view, front pockets, elastic closure, pen loop, notepads, and your dividers will include addresses, birthdays, anniversaries, shops and restaurants, to-do list, and expenses. Which I really love the expenses part. I think that is a nice touch. I'll show you the back of the planner. There is the Kikki logo in gold. So that's how that looks. Now I'm just going to open up the planner and show you guys the interior. So this planner features gold rings. Kind of give you a little overview. It will come with a little notepad, and then it will also come with a little informational sheet right here, just telling you that all of these are handmade and each of them are different. So you might not, if you order two, you might not get, the same one. They're going to be different because they're hand sewn, they're put together by hand, which I really like that touch. Some people don't, just because, there are going to be little flaws here and there, possibly just because they are handmade. But it doesn't bother me. I think the quality and what you pay for is extremely worth it. I've never had a problem with Kikki customer service. They've always are very prompt in emailing back, answering questions, and etc. So this first divider is going to be your monthly view, and this planner comes with a teal ruler. Hopefully you can see that. So basically this is just your informational page. I don't, however, put any of my personal information like that in my planner. So here is your monthly insert. hopefully you can kind of get a good, an idea of that. And then your next section is going to be your weekly view. Well, that will just be like this. And I've noticed that their inserts for this year are a little different, I want to say. Or maybe, oh no, I think I'm using my Filofax inserts. I like to use, let me explain. I like to use the monthly Kikki just so that I don't have to buy the Filofax ones. And Filofax really isn't that good either. My favorite inserts come from So Much Crafting on Etsy. Her inserts are amazing. The paper quality is there. Her prices are there. I just really love those inserts. So I'm going to have to order, I'm going to be ordering more here shortly, and I'm going to have to do a review for you guys because Kikki and Filofax inserts, they are going to bleed. I mean, and if you don't like bleeding, shadowing, these are not the inserts for you. Planners are gorgeous, but just keep in mind that you're going to have to purchase a higher quality insert if that bugs you. I, however, use my Filofax ones because I don't like the weekends section in the Kikki. As you can see, the weekends are split up into boxes, and I need more room for my weekend sections because typically when my husband is home on the weekends, we do more as a family. So those boxes are important to me. I don't like them divided. So that is that. That is why I choose to use the Filofax when I don't have my So Much Crafting. And I had ordered them to try in my small, which I have got rid of now because it's just way too small for me. But that's when I found out that I really do love her inserts. So I've been meaning to purchase the medium A6 size for my planner. So your next section will be addresses. And I'm just kind of, showing you a little overview of how it comes set up, etc. I don't keep my planner set up like this. I'll have to do a planner video to show you guys my planner, because I make all my own dividers and stuff. Next section will be birthdays and anniversaries, which will look like that. Okay, and then your next section is going to be shops and restaurants, which is actually a really good, thing to have. Not necessarily maybe for all the time, because you really probably are already familiar with your favorite restaurants, but I really think that these pages are really helpful for trips when you're planning a trip, because you can already have the shops, and the restaurants written down, the name, the location, and, a little note line for maybe, coupons, or I don't know, whatever you want to put on there. But I just really find that helpful for trips, because you can, especially when pre-planning a trip, you've already kind of looked into what you want to do or have an idea of what you want to do. And if you want to have a nice, a couple nice meals while you're vacationing, you can already have those places listed, and maybe in the note section put if it's casual or dressy, just so you can look back and be like, okay, yeah, we're going to so-and-so restaurant, and, we need to maybe dress a little bit nicer for this one. So I really find that helpful for travel, not necessarily all the time, but I do like that they include some of those. Then your next section is going to be to-do, and it's just your typical to-do paper. And then final is expenses, which I have already said I really like these, and I do use the expense section. On the top, you're going to see, let me see if I can get closer for you. You're going to see date, item, income, outgoing, and your balance. I just find this helpful, like when you're keeping track of like weekly purchases maybe, or maybe if you're not necessarily on a no spends, but maybe like a budget type system, you know, this will work with you because it helps you keep track of, you know, how much you spent or how much you're close to your budget, you know, and so on. So, and I do stick with a budget system. So this does help me keep track of what I've spent, you know, during the week, because our checks run bi-weekly, so it's really important for me to keep track of what I've spent and how close I am to my, you know, numbers, which I don't like to go over or even close by. So those do help me for that. And then lastly, you'll get this other little note pad in the back, as well as a little elastic pin loop, which does stretch pretty good. I've put my Coletto in there, which is a 4-barrel, so that fits in there. Those are really handy. They're not like the Filofax Maldens where you're going to have to find a special pin to fit into those loops because they're not very big. Which I might add the Pin Gems pins, which I'm sure most of you have heard about. And if you haven't, go check out the Pin Gems website. It's just pingems.com. The owner's name is Angel. She's really sweet. If you have any questions, she's always very helpful. But those pins are gorgeous pins, and they fit in the Filofax Maldens perfectly. So that is my little first initial thought look, whatever, on the Kikki Teal. I am going to be doing one on the watermelon color as well, because I did purchase that one too. So look forward to that. And then I also have a Love Doki review coming up, and maybe a first look at my planner. So overall, I really love this color. It's gorgeous. I really don't think the videos or pictures do this planner any kind of justice. The color is just it really is a true teal. It's very pretty. And I really, really love it. So I'm glad I purchased it. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay tuned for my next video, and bye-bye.